We have big news. We have exciting news for you. Tell them what it is, Serena.
We are super excited to announce that we are starting our first membership this January 2024.
Yay! Membership.
So we're excited to let you know that we will be hosting a monthly membership where when you join, you will be
With us live in a Zoom room once a month for a workshop like we just hosted. It's going to be a workshop like that, one topic each month, a different topic. You might even help us come up with the following month's topic from inside our membership. Super excited to meet you. It was so fun meeting a few of you in our inaugural workshop. So we're really looking forward to that.
And when you are a member, you will also be receiving a monthly newsletter where I'm going to be a little more intimate and I'll be sharing the things that are working and the things that aren't working for me.
Yeah, like taking a tool that you've learned from the podcast and how you're implementing it and how well that worked, or maybe if it didn't work. And then Amma can put in my 2 bits worth. We'll see how that goes. But a membership newsletter and a membership live Zoom room workshop starting in January 2024. Can sign up through our Patreon link in the show notes. Yeah.
Yes, everything will be in the show notes, and we can't wait to see you there, listeners.
We can't wait. Yay.
Hi, my name is Serena. I am a mother to a toddler and currently pregnant.
And hi, I'm Lisa, also known as the Singing Amma. Amma means grandmother in Icelandic. I am a mama and an Amma.
At the beginning of my first pregnancy, I felt like I was lacking my village, which is why we are here creating a village with you, in hopes that you won't feel as isolated as I did.
I also felt the lack of a village in my early parenting years way back when. And I come to our village with a background in early childhood education. I have been coaching parents along their parenting journeys and supporting them for over 35 years.
Amma, Lisa, and I invite you to grab your latte
Or your tea
and come sit around the proverbial fire with us each week.
when we come together to have a conversation where we'll be talking all things parenting, keeping it real, keeping it raw, right here with you. Hello, my lovelies. It's the Singing Amma here, Amma Lisa, here to read you another column originally published in the Fishbowl magazine on Salt Spring Island. And today's column is called Celebrating Love. And as soon as I'm done reading this, Mama Serena is going to jump in and we're going to delve into the love of the day. Celebrating love. I love February. It happens to be my birthday month, and it also has nestled in its midst one of my favorite traditions of the year. Though some cynically argue that Valentine's Day is nothing more than a Hallmark holiday, history suggests that the origins of this day, on which we traditionally celebrate love and romance, date back to an ancient Roman fertility festival. Later, in early Christianity, this day was chosen to honor Saint Valentine. Heart Day, as I like to call it, I adore, for the simple reason that I believe in love. I also hold a strong belief that honoring tradition, celebration, and ritual can play an integral role in creating healthy family life. Traditions and celebrations and rituals become something we can depend on. In the deep of winter, we have solstice, Christmas, Hanukkah, so many celebrations from all around the world. And they bring light into the darkness. They become something that happens at a certain time. Bedtime routines fit under the title of ritual, actually, a sequence of activities in a certain order. They become these rituals, these traditions, these regular celebrations, they become a touchstone in troubled times. They bring us together. They encourage connection. They inspire faith. Tradition, from the Latin tradire or tradire. Sorry about the pronunciation. I've never studied Latin. But it means to transmit, hand over, to give for safekeeping, as in the traditions of our ancestors, perhaps. Celebration, from the Latin celebratio, bratio, and honoring, commending, praising, a festival, the observance of a holiday. Ritual, from the Latin ritualis, that which pertains to rites, typically involving a sequence of activities including special gestures, words, songs, manipulation of objects, food, and drink. The most common ritual, tradition, and celebration that we all know and love is that of singing Happy Birthday and the blowing out of birthday candles. It's not woo-woo. It's in everyday life. In my home, we celebrate Heart Day by creating a centerpiece for the table. Hearts, teddy bears, and pretty bits of things in all shades of reds and pinks and purples and white. We start our day with a red smoothie, frozen raspberries or strawberries in a blender with your choice of milks. And our traditional Heart Day dinner, borscht, with a heart-shaped dab of yogurt in the center and heart-shaped biscuits on the side. So fun. And, well, for me, Heart Day would never be complete without chocolate. Yeah, chocolate. How do you celebrate love?
One thing I would love to know is, what is borscht?
Nice. Out of all that, traditions, rituals, celebrations, love, you want to know what borscht is.
Yes, I'm a
Borscht
foodie.
is made with beets.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. I'm going to try to look up what Eastern European borscht or borscht.
It sounds good. I love beets.
Ukrainian origin. There we go. Yeah. Made with beets. And it's so beautiful because it's this deep red color.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I love to make it for Valentine's Day dinner with the family. It's really easy to make, very simple, some onion and some potatoes, maybe, and mostly beets. And the kids the beets are hard to cut up, but if you boiled them whole and then cut them up, or you cut the beets and they help with other things. And then it's just this beautiful color. You can blend it part way or not. And then putting that dab of, I like to use yogurt. Some people use sour cream on the top. And of course, just make it into a little heart shape.
Yeah.
And then we typically make baking powder biscuits. And if you add some grated cheese to baking powder
Mm,
biscuits, oh, so yummy.
make me hungry.
And get a heart shaped cookie cutter and cut those out instead of making sweet heart shaped cookies, then
Yeah.
you can have a savory meal that's a special heart day meal.
Yeah, because then you have to end it with chocolates. So cookies and chocolates. No,
Well, I mean,
just
really, how
chocolate.
much sweet do you need?
Yes. But I love the theme of red and starting with the pink red smoothie in the beginning of the day. That's cute. It's cute
My
for the kids and the adults.
Yeah, when my kids were teenagers, we had pink smoothies in the morning, and they were just so excited. Just little things like that add to, like I was saying in the column, that feeling of something that's going to happen each year in this case, right? Each
Mhm.
year at a certain time of year, we have traditions, we have rituals, we have
Rituals.
something that happens, and it's something we can look forward to, it's something we can depend on. February for us in the northern hemisphere is still, it's becoming closer to spring, but it's still typically winter, colder times still sometimes, although it's starting to warm up. The nights are starting to get longer, but we still have a lot of darkness. So it's another sort of later winter tradition that is uplifting.
Yeah, and I mean, just keeping that ritual, it's something you can do for yourself. It's not expecting a loved one to perform an act of kindness or love because some of the memes that come around during Valentine's Day is about being alone and I don't care about Valentine's Day. But you can celebrate yourself. You can celebrate your love for yourself.
Totally.
You can make this a ritual for yourself to just look forward to. It's red day. Just try to do everything in red
Yep.
and who cares about not having a partner? It's just a fun red day and, make yourself happy.
Totally. Valentine's Day can be a very depressing day or time of year for a lot of single women in particular, but I know some men also. And that's just so sad. And like the old saying goes, you can't really love anyone else unless you really love yourself.
Hmm.
So let's start right here at home with
Yeah.
me, myself, and I. Yeah.
And I mean, like, if you should be a parent, if you're here, you're probably a parent. Um, you have your kid and you can celebrate your love with your kid. That's the best love that there is. And
Oh, yeah.
if you're a single parent, make it romantic with your child and teach them, take them out for dinner and, make it
Yeah.
special for you and your most cherished loved one
Yeah.
because that's
That's
the best kind of love.
exactly. And I was a single mama for most of my parenting years. And that's exactly what I did. I focused on us sharing our love for one another, me treating her in some loving gestures, like taking her out for a special meal or a special treat, having, a box of chocolates or something special as a gift. But there's another beautiful one that came around to my knowledge after my child had grown up and left home, but I love it and I want to share it. And that is every day in February, you have heart shaped, you can get probably sticky notes that are heart shaped, or you can just cut them out. Heart shaped notes, or on a piece of paper, just draw a heart if you're not wanting to cut them all out, whatever, make it easy on yourself. But inside each heart, you write one thing that you love about your child. And so you have from February 1st to February 14th something that you love about your child every day. And typically you stick it like on the child's bedroom door or on maybe the bathroom mirror or somewhere where they're going to see it each morning when they wake up. It's
Yeah,
kind of
that's cute.
yeah,
My grandpa on Valentine's Day, I could always expect a box of chocolates or a nice gift from him.
nice.
I know he always celebrated our love.
Nice. That's sweet. Um, and the whole idea of, so many people are cynical now about any celebrations that we have because they've all become so commercialized, and it's all about spending money and buying things, and I've really veered away from that with my child and with my grandchildren and the other children in my life. Remember when my daughter was in high school, we had three other girls in her grade that boarded with us during the weekdays because they lived on a different island, so they had to come on a boat every day to school. So, um, so they stayed with us during the weekdays, and all of them were single this first Valentine's Day that we had together. And so I talked to them all about that too. I said, look, this isn't about not having a boyfriend. This is about love. What is there that you can celebrate in yourself about love and in the world about love? And the idea that we have traditions that come up, they in themselves can help us get through the dark of winter and all of that.
Yeah, I like it. And I like the rituals and the traditions. Even for me, as a married woman, if I expect something on Valentine's Day, it will probably end with disappointment.
Uh-huh.
So I never even thought about getting into that ritual and being able to just celebrate on your own and just make it exciting for yourself. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's even as a married woman, a great way to kind of avoid that disappointment or feeling of lacking the love you feel you should get. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but avoiding disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah, and decorating, and especially with little ones around, they love to decorate.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a bin, that I store throughout the year, and it's the Heart Day bin, and I have a Halloween bin, and I have the Christmas, obviously. But on my table, there's always a centerpiece. And throughout the year, there's usually, because I'm a real nature buff, I spend every day, most almost, I won't be spending time outside today because we have a foot of snow, but but I spend a lot of time outdoors. So there's always things from nature also on my centerpiece. And a Valentine's Day, typically where I live, there are fresh little flowers coming up, and the very earliest, snowdrops and the tiny daffodils are starting to come up and stuff. So I love to put things that are the awakening of spring also on the centerpiece for Valentine's Day. So a little bouquet of daffodils or snowdrops, or a little pot with crocuses or hyacinths in there, that kind of thing. Excuse me. And and of course, making decorations with hearts and with the colors around the red and purple and pink spectrums, all of that. You can also do things like, for the breakfast, you can make heart-shaped pancakes, or you can, if you didn't have time to do a whole smoothie, just put well, I was going to say just put a little bit of strawberry or something. You can just put some strawberries in a glass of water, frozen strawberries, or if you've got access to fresh, but frozen strawberries or raspberries in the child's glass of water is really fun. And strawberries, you cut them in half. Hello, what do they look like?
Heart.
They're the best. And of course, you could melt a bit of good chocolate and dip the strawberries in the chocolate and pop them in the fridge and have them as a celebratory dessert. Um, you know, so there's so many things that we can do that are simple things, that just celebrate love.
And the best love is our kids. So
Mm,
celebrating with them. Last year my baby, she was very tiny, but it would be fun getting her, to understand it's a day of celebration and starting those rituals or traditions with her. That's
hmm
I'm gonna make a strawberry smoothie in the morning.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Yes.
I know. It's exciting. A pink smoothie. Totally exciting. Um, and then writing your child or your partner or both a love letter. Just write a love letter the night before or whatever, and just what are the things I love about you? And just find them. And even if you're feeling cranky with your partner at that time and, whatever, if there's extra stresses going on, that happens. But if we just stop for a few minutes and think, what are the things that I love about you? We can find
At least one.
them.
No, I remember when I was pregnant though, and I like to make my crafts with my Cricut machine, and I made a cute Valentine's Day card for my husband. And that morning I put it on a little table for him to have breakfast in bed, and I made him pancakes with strawberries and Nutella, and I put a little vase with flowers. But I remember making him this Valentine's Day card and writing in it that I can't wait for our daughter and for us to show our daughter what love is. And
Nice.
and I if you're with your partner, I think it is so important to show your kids your love you have for your partner, and teach them what love is, and be kind to one another in front of them. And every circumstance is different, but letting them know what love looks like, so that when they get older and they get into a relationship, they know what they should look for in their partner and how their partner should treat them, and setting that example.
Yeah.
And tell your husband, treat me right on Valentine's Day, because your daughter's going to look for this in a minute one day. Maybe that will give him a little extra push to make it super special.
And your husband's going to be listening in, right? So there you go.
Yes. Yes. So Juan, hint, hint. But it can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. And setting a tradition and celebrating love, whether it's for your kids or for yourself, is you should always try to love yourself the best you can. Celebrating that love for yourself is just as important as celebrating love with your partner. And showing your kids how much you love them is so important. And it's not just about your partner that day, it's about celebrating love. And that can be with your kids, anybody.
And thinking back to the episode we recently had about the elders in our lives, send them some Valentines, bring them some heart-shaped something or others that day, box of chocolate, whatever. Remember the elders, remember the other people in our lives as well. And I mean, for me, I like to call it Heart Day, and Heart Day is just a day to celebrate love for all the people around us. Make phone calls to someone that you haven't phoned for a while, but you've been thinking of that. Oh, I should really phone Auntie, or whatever, and just really have it as a time to focus on love.
All right. So we hope you have a beautiful heart month. And don't get down if you're not in your ideal love situation. There's so much love to celebrate, and we hope that you celebrate the best way fit for you.
And let us know what that looks like in your world. If you're a single person, if you are a single parent, if you are a two-family parent, um, if you have elders in your life, if you have other people in your lives, how are you going to celebrate? How are you going to express your love and show the importance of this particular celebration at this time of year? Let us know. We love you.
Yes, we love you, and we're sending our love from our virtual village. So
thanks for being here.
Hello, I just wanted to hop on and share with you my 3 gems that I got out of this beautiful Heart Day episode. And number 1 is create rituals. Let it be a day of celebrating love, or even celebrating red if you are feeling a little lonely, but starting the day off with a strawberry smoothie and creating a centerpiece, like Lisa said, can be very sweet and a beautiful way to just celebrate the day. And number 2 is celebrate your own love for yourself and make sure that you are loving yourself because that comes before any other love. And number 3 is make others feel loved on this day. So that can look like sending a letter to elders, family members, friends, or any other loved ones, just to let them know that you're thinking of them. It will definitely brighten up their day and make it extra special. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Happy Heart Day.
Thanks for being here with us in our virtual village. We'd love you to join our Facebook group at The Village Parenting Community and on Instagram at The Village Parenting Pod.
And if you enjoy our podcast, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, if you have a moment, please leave us a review. It makes a big difference for us in reaching more parents out there who may be feeling alone.
Please direct message us to connect also. We absolutely love hearing from you. And until next week, we'll be keeping it real and raw right here with you.
This podcast is sponsored by the Singing Alma's private parent coaching and workshop offerings, and also by Enlightened Designs for Crafty Mamas.